So it's time for What the Hell Did I Just Watch?
So hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband because they raping everybody out here.
What the hell?
It's going to be a no for me, dog.
Hey, what the hell did I just watch?
Yes! The movie I got to see. Or actually the documentary that I got to see that was on Netflix. It was called Miss Americana. The documentary covering Taylor Swift's life. It is a look at the iconic artist Taylor Swift during a transformational time in her life as she embraces her role as a singer-songwriter and harnesses the full power of her voice. Yes, and this was directed by Lana Wilson. All right. Obviously, this is a documentary series or a documentary that covers everything that goes on in her life when it comes to how she makes her music, to her rise to fame, what she was like as a child, to what she's like as a 30-year-old woman, all the way up to her 30th birthday, pretty much. And, well, I'll say this. This is the movie that I was talking about before, where she had a standing ovation at Sundance. All right? So people really did eat this thing up. People really appreciated how raw and candid she was throughout this whole thing. You got to see all walks of her life. Everything from her relationships with her mother, with her parents, to her team, to the backlash. She talks about the situation with Kanye when he walks up and goes, I'm gonna let you talk, but
I'm gonna let you finish.
I'm gonna let you finish, but Beyonce had the best video of all time. Talks about her, the whole situation with that. The other situation in regards to Kanye calling her, asking her if he can put her name in the song called Famous and all that stuff, and how Kim Ye basically leaked the video where she was basically saying, hey, it's okay to do this. I'm okay. Thank you so much for letting me know and asking for my permission to put my name in the song and all of that good stuff. And so it was definitely a very interesting story, definitely an interesting documentary, but you could clearly see that it was geared to get people to feel for her. You know?
Yeah.
And then, of course, you see in it that she wants to have a political voice. So you start trying to find her voice politically, and how she sits there and says, hey, you know what? You can't, if you're a country singer, you can't really speak out on your own personal political views. If you do, you get a lot of backlash, i.e. the Dixie Chicks, for example. When they said some stuff about President Bush Jr., the whole world basically boycotted the Dixie Chicks. And have you heard anything about the Dixie Chicks since then? Nope. So
wow, I forgot that
so
they
she got
disappeared.
Yeah, so her whole team was very nervous about her getting out there to speak out as a Democrat. Because of course she's in country, or she was known to be in country, and now she's going into the pop world and all of that. And so it was a very interesting documentary. It talks about her issues with her eating disorder, to her love life, to basically everything, right? So I do appreciate her doing the documentary because it was real raw. And yes, I did see a Taylor Swift movie. I don't know why I did that. But you know what? On some real stuff, I wanted to see what goes on. I don't listen to her music. I'm not a fan of her music. But at the same time, it was just interesting to see the person behind the art.
Right.
And just seeing what she's like in real life. And it seemed like she was real genuine. It didn't seem like it was forced and fake. Unless she's like an amazing actress too that we don't know about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Other than that, it was very nicely put together, and I give it 4 stars.
Nice.
I give it 4 out of 5. It was
check that
actually
out.
it was really good. It was actually really, really good.
Where is it?
You know,
on Netflix?
it's on Netflix.
Oh, nice.
Streaming right now on Netflix. Check it out if you get some time. But definitely all you Taylor Swift fans, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it because you're Taylor Swift fans. You know what I mean? She can do no wrong if you're a Taylor Swift fan. If you're a T-Swizzle fan, you're gonna love it.
Tay-Tay.
Tay-Tay.
That too.
You know what? Taylor Swift,
know?
though, does seem like a pretty genuine type of person to me. I don't know much about her, but from what I get, she doesn't seem like fake.
But that's her persona. Her persona is genuine.
Right.
Her persona is real. I don't know how real that persona is
Right,
though.
right.
If you're coming off a certain way, you kind of wonder how much of this is really manufactured. Case in point, the Kim Ye video that got leaked, and she said before that, she goes, I can't believe he just put my name in here and all that stuff. Then you zoom in, you flash forward to Kim Ye leaking the video where he's literally talking to her and saying, is it okay if I put your name in this? She's like, I love it. It's great. Oh, thank you so much for calling in and asking and all that. She got a huge amount of backlash for that. She doesn't really address the situation though.
In the documentary.
The documentary brings it up, but she just she talks about it a little bit, but she doesn't really go in on it and say, yeah, okay, this is how I feel about the situation. This is why this happened. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She just kind of danced around it a little bit, and then it just moved on to the, her making the song Me and all this other stuff. Just her going, okay, this is why I fell out. This is why I disappeared for a year. Because it just seemed like nobody wanted me around, so I just disappeared. So it was just interesting. Like I said, you wonder how genuine is the genuine in it, and how real is the real.
Right.
Like I said, unless she's some amazing actress that we don't even know about, that's the piece that I felt just a tiny bit weird about. It
Okay.
was just kind of like, all right, how much of this is real? Like I said about the Kevin Hart video, the Kevin Hart docuseries.
Yes.
How much of that is actually real and how much of that is manufactured? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I said, then you could tell there's a lot of things that was cut out on the Kevin Hart thing, where this one, there's a lot of video of her with her phone, just like a selfie mode, and she's just plunking out the songs, trying to write songs and all that stuff. So like I said, it was very, very interesting. She definitely talks about her body issues, body image issues, and how she's coming to terms with it and just saying, hey, this is me. If I want to eat, I'm going to eat. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
And I'm going to, if I want to put on some weight, I'm going to put on some weight. I'm at that point where I'm trying to be okay with that. So it was really interesting, especially when she talks about just being so skinny. She looked emaciated, and after every single show, she just wanted to collapse because she was so tired. You know what I mean? So
Crazy.
Anyway, it was definitely something worth the watch. Definitely something to check out. And so, yeah, check it out for your own self. If you like that stuff, check it out. So anyway, that was What the Hell Did I Just Watch?
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.